It started out when we first heard that, we up for G.I. Joe. We were like, G.I. Joe, wow, that's like, how is this going to work? I don't know, we weren't sure exactly where this is going. But the more we developed the score, the more it just grew into something really big and beautiful. And I think in the end, the game and the music is going to work together really well, and it's going to really speak for itself.
There's a lot of things that don't work well with computers when it comes to orchestras. So Chris will give me some notes and say, I had to do this bit here because that's what sounded okay with the samples just for the demo. I really want it to sound like this. And that's my job, to make it sound like what Chris really wanted to, like what was in his head. All right, I will reprint it on the break. It'll sound way cooler.
Even in coming from Germany, we had G.I. Joe toys and all the good stuff. So that's definitely a fan.
I'm definitely a fan of G.I. Joe. I'm an 80s kid, so I grew up with both the cartoon and the toys. So it was a really, it was a big deal. It was kind of an honor to be able to, do this such an iconic franchise, to get to kind of reboot it now for, on next gen. So we start off in an Arctic environment. So it's, of course, there we're trying to sell the cold, we're trying to sell the desolation. It's windy, so we've got, really kind of cold sounding strings.
For Arctic, I actually didn't use that much brass because brass tends to warm it up a little bit. So the orchestra is mostly strings in that one, kind of keep it one-dimensional.
And then, for desert, for example, we have different Middle Eastern instruments, just to kind of emphasize, okay, we got, desert, and then the same for jungle, just make sure that, it just fits to the environment.
Our audio director told us desert, like more Middle Eastern desert maybe, so we got to have some fun with some of the strings there, do the kind of unison Middle Eastern strings, a lot of portamentos, slide it up, and I know we kept telling the string players to play it sexier, so.
The theme for G.I. Joe, the new one that Chris and Sasha wrote, was a lot of fun to record because it's big and epic and, everyone's playing loud.
I love the theme. I think it's a great way to bring G.I. Joe, into modern times. And also, we've got a couple little retro touches in there for the fans that I think they'll be really happy with.